This is Mr. MegaManFan. Like, share, comment, subscribe. You know all the things to do. This video was originally just going to be a product unboxing and test, but someone decided to pay me a visit right as I started filming, so this unintentionally became a Tango video as well. And the star of our show is getting ready to leap into the bed momentarily. I was already calling to him, and it didn't take much because he was raring to go. Guess he just really wanted to see Daddy, and he likes nuzzling my foot for some reason. He's a real Bob Odenkirk that way. He loves feet. And I'm not judging Bob, and I'm not judging Tango either. If they like feet, they like feet. He once jumped into a pair of fishing boots somebody left on our carpet, so he just likes shoes, feet, and funky smells in general. He's just a funny cat that way, but his quirks are why we find him so adorable. Not to mention he absolutely loves being rubbed on his chin. Just look at how happy he is right now. He gets so happy that he starts nuzzling my hand, so Tango is a very good boy. But what I have to show you today is a very good product as well. Now, the item I'm about to show you is currently sold out on Amazon, and they don't know when more inventory will be available. So there's really no point in me making a product link to it, and I wouldn't use a referral link in this case anyway, because I just appreciate you watching. If you decide to go out and get this on your own, that's your discretion, your money. I don't need a cut of any sale that possibly comes from that. And this video is definitely not sponsored in any way, although I know they've reached out to some of the larger YouTubers to demonstrate their products. I am just Joe Schmo, so I bought this one myself for $39.99 plus tax. Shipping was free since I have Prime. Well, not really free because you pay for Prime. Anyway, JSAUX is, I believe, how you pronounce their name. This is their 5-in-1 adapter. And I suppose it could be useful for a wide variety of functions, but the specific reason that I picked this adapter at this price point was that it is currently, my opinion, the opinion of several other people who cover the Steam Deck, it is the best dock that's available right now. You can't get the official Steam Deck dock because they have production issues. They don't know when those are going to be resolved or when they're even going to put them up for sale. And now you can't get this because it's sold out. So kind of a catch-22. But I'm sure there are other dock adapters that you can get. You don't have to get this one. Any USB-C to HDMI out would do the same thing that this does, provided it's of decent quality and build. This is just the one I went with because, as I said, it was well recommended by several other people who cover the Steam Deck. I believe Liam is one of them that I've been watching, who was actually sponsored by JSAUX, although I ordered it before his video, so it must have been somebody else that I watched, not Liam. Anyway, it has an instruction manual in probably a dozen different languages. It doesn't really say too much in this manual other than know what you're doing, make sure you're using the right power supply, etc. So, if you have a Steam Deck, use the 45-watt wall adapter that comes with it. You're going to want to plug that into the dock, and then you're going to want to put your deck into the dock, and then you're going to plug your HDMI into that dock for your video out. And when you've got all that hooked up properly and turn on your Steam Deck, you won't be getting display out of the front panel. You will be getting display out of whatever television you have hooked up to the other end of that HDMI cord, or monitor, or portable display screen of whatever type you want. Bottom line is, this is an HDMI out solution for your Steam Deck. Is it 8K 120 refresh? No, of course not. It's like standard. It's not going to be the maximum possible output, which is fine because even when you're using the Steam Deck, it's going to be a limited refresh rate and resolution just based on the screen size. It's not going to be 4K gaming per se. But a lot of the games I'm playing aren't 4K, K, whatever K anyway. Like Under Hero, I'm pretty sure this is just a run-of-the-mill standard 1080 type of game. It's not 2160 or 4K or anything. And this is perfectly serviceable with it plugged into the dock. Use any Bluetooth controller you want to play your games. I was using a PS4 controller for this test. I've tried the Xbox One controller. That works as well. The Switch Pro also works with this. Basically, any Bluetooth controller that you can sync to your Steam Deck in the Bluetooth settings, whether you're in the native Steam OS or you're in desktop mode, if you can sync a controller via Bluetooth in either one of those, it will work when your Steam Deck is docked. And for some people, this might even be a comfort issue. You might actually find it more comfortable playing with a wireless controller than holding the Steam Deck in your hands. If it's too heavy for you, then get a wireless controller with Bluetooth and use that instead. And then you have the best of both worlds. You have a lighter controller in your hands, and you have the visual output to a display in your gaming room, in your rec room, in your bedroom, wherever you're using this. It solves that problem for you. It's also got a gigabit, or no, that's not the right term, 10100. It's got an Ethernet port, so if you want to do wired internet instead of wireless, it has that option. And it's got a couple of USB, I believe 2.0 ports on the back. And it's a very discreet dock. As you can see, it holds up the Steam Deck quite well, but it's not a huge, bulky enclosure like the OLED Switch one just behind it, which is actually a good thing because you wouldn't want to block the vents. The Steam Dock does, you need something that has airflow so you don't overheat your Steam Deck, right? You need a dock that's going to let it breathe, so to speak. And I feel like this one does that job quite nicely. So if you were looking to make your Steam Deck into even more of a console than it already is, this will consoleize it. This will allow you to play it without holding it in your hands. You just need to find a controller that has all the inputs you want. But so far, with games like Binding of Isaac and Under Hero, I have not had any issues. And you can always remap configurations of the buttons in the Steam controller settings. So find the solution that's best for you while we watch Tango nap between my legs and twitch occasionally because he must be dreaming of chasing mice in a field somewhere. I'm Mr. MegaManFan. JSAUX makes a pretty nice dock. I have no complaints about it. For $40 plus tax, it seems to do everything I would want it to do, and maybe it will do the same for you.